We're back. There was just so much cuteness that we got disconnected. Take two. Waiting for more people to pop on. Hi guys, welcome to Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez. I'm the host and this is my show. So follow me on Instagram, Elegant Jacqueline, and then I have a YouTube and Facebook page, Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez. Follow me there. I have an itchy. All right. Take two. All right, let's get her in. Connecting. Hopefully this time will be better.
I don't know what happened there. Hi.
All right. I'm doing well. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Well, it's morning here.
I know, right? It's so exciting. All the way from Australia.
Yes.
Yay.
I'm just going to put this here and see if it stays.
All right, get comfy. All right, guys. So welcome. My name is Jacqueline Valdez. Welcome to Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez. So excited to have you here. So today's guest, we have the pole unicorn, Miss Amy Hazel, who has been known for her incredible flexibility and sexiness and sassiness, which I love. Yes. And you've had quite a journey lately, and I am so proud of you, and I have so much respect and love for you for sharing your journey and inspiring others. And we love guest little doggies to appear on the show.
This is me a lot.
Hi.
In the video.
I love it. And special guest star we have
Mila.
Oh, hi.
Oh, she's tired.
Oh my gosh, I love you. Cute. Yeah, so you have had quite a journey. So you are married now and you are pregnant.
Well, I'm not married, but I'm with a partner and
Okay.
pregnant.
Congrats.
Yes, due end of February.
Aw,
Which is exciting.
it's very exciting. I love it. Yes, congrats. You guys are so cute. I'm so
Thank
happy
you.
for you.
Thank you.
Yes. And I know it's been quite a journey for you to get here. And you've had some struggles along the way with your body and with dealing with some eating issues.
Yes. So, yeah, I mean, I've been very open always about everything that I've been through. I find that being open is a really good way of getting through it yourself.
Yes.
And having other people to support you. You're not in no one's in anything alone.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt that someone else has been through it as well. That you could either get help from or could help with your own experience in getting out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suffered from anorexia, bulimia, exercise bulimia.
Okay.
And it was kind of a thing that I kept going back to at times in my life where I was feeling really down or not in control of my decisions, and other people were kind of controlling what was happening around me, or I felt that I had to do something to please others. Right. And and then I think it was about 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I was kind of like, enough is enough, like I want to do things that I want to do and get on top of my health. And and then it ended up being a really good turning point in my life where I just focused on myself and made myself healthy again and better.
I love it. And I've had so many people, when I posted I was going to be doing the interview with you, that messaged me and that were so inspired by your story and just thought it was so incredible to see someone who is so incredibly athletic and strong and who seemed like everything was so perfect, to have also these human qualities, and that you were so open and vulnerable is just so beautiful to see. And they started speaking out about some of the issues that they had, and they weren't as afraid to speak up.
Yeah, I think it's so true that when we see someone who's famous or has a lot of followers or is really looked up to, that we just assume that they're wealthy, have good, like, a good life, and everything was great, and they had traditional training to grow up to this, and you know, they can seem like so far away from who you are when you're watching them, but in reality they've got same issues that everyone else has. And you know, it's not, we're not all wealthy, we're not all you know, like got everything given to us, so it's a preconceived idea that fame equals fortune and happiness, but in reality it's not that way. Like we have day-to-day issues that we have to do. I still have to do all my house chores and everything. Like, it's not like things it's not
life
like
is
life
not
is
as picture perfect as you think.
Exactly. And I mean, I feel that like ever since I started pole and up until now, I felt like I was just like everyone else, you know. Even when I was teaching a class, I was like, I'm a student as well, like I'm learning all the time, and I'm no better than you guys. I just have tricks that I know how to teach well, and I can teach it to you. Yes. So I never put myself on a pedestal, and always related to the people around me. So,
and I think that's why people love you so much, and that's why people have so much respect for you, is because you are so easy to relate with, and you're so open, and you're just such a kind spirit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
I mean, I've always been humble, and I always, you know, tell my truth, and I found that keeping secrets got you nowhere, and it was always better to just be honest and talk. So, I mean, when I used to keep secrets or keep everything internal, like that's when I suffered really bad, and just really had hard times. So then I was like, you know what, being honest is what helps you get out of it. So,
and it's so healing too. It's just very healing. It's inspiring. You relate to people, you realize that other people are going through it, and like you said, you're not alone, and other people aren't really alone out there.
Exactly. And you know, you never know if you don't say, you know, you might feel like you're a burden on someone else, but it might be a you know, something that someone else wants to hear. You never know.
So. That's so true. And then you also got through your eating disorder, not just through talking about it and inspiring others, but also through natural ways of healing, right?
Yeah, definitely. So because I was so focused on what food was going into me, like being so obsessed with nutrients and health and things like that, like being anorexic, I only wanted to put the good things into my body that was going to make a difference. So there started my obsession with knowing what's in every food and how and what it does to you. And then 4 years ago, I started studying natural therapies and herbal medicine, and from there, kind of, I saw more things, like more aspects of what food and herbs can do to you, and how they can change you. And you know, mood is all associated with how your gut is feeling, and what you're putting into it, and what you're feeding it. So I find that, you know, when I'm feeling down, or when something's not quite right, or if I'm getting extra pimples, I'm like, what did I eat a few days ago? Oh, it was that. Like, it's always related to what I'm eating. So yes, I really love how herbs and food can change you and adapt your body in different ways.
I love that, because right now I'm kind of this interview is meant to be, because right now I'm dealing with my own issues and my own autoimmune stuff going on. And the fact that you stressed the gut and the health of the gut, that's something that recently my doctor had talked with me about. So it's like, okay.
Autoimmune is like, there's so many things in the body that are that are just working in different ways. And there's like certain herbs that actually really help to suppress some of those symptoms, and really help with healing certain areas of the body. You know, if there's neuro, or if it's skin or whatever.
Right.
There's ways to heal it from the inside out, because
very cool.
Most of the time, like, what presents on the outside is what's showing on what's happening on the inside. It's like a way of eliminating out of your body and showing you that there's a sign.
Wow.
So yeah, and like,
you've inspired me. I need to take control of my gut now.
the more you look into it, and like certain herbs like adaptogens are really good at adapting the immune system to a level that's that's neutral. So if you've got a high immune system, like an autoimmune, it brings it down, or if you've got a low immune system, it brings it up. So adaptogens are really good for autoimmune diseases and vitamin D and things like that. So
I'll check that out. And it's so funny that you say the vitamin D, because I had this thought in my head recently, am I vitamin D deficient?
A lot of people are. People are, because it's very hard to absorb the right amount of vitamin D, because one, you need to stand out in the sun like daily for like a while to absorb it, and then two, you need the conversion of it from your skin into your body as well, which is very there's lots of chemical things that happen there, but
it's very interesting.
Like, I highly recommend, like, most people to have vitamin D supplements in their diet, just especially like once you're elderly as well, like even like growing, like I take vitamin D daily, so it's really
so what
important.
Things do you do to take care of your body as far as like flexibility wise, because you push your body past a lot of what the norm is flexibility wise?
So I have always been really into cross training and doing lots of different not like CrossFit, or I never did CrossFit, but like doing yoga and then doing weights training and running and then stretching. So kind of making sure that it was balanced in all those areas, and not just always stretching and not training weights or anything like that. So I always wanted strength in the length of my muscles. Because if you I just read a comment here, total admiration.
Your workshop rocked it.
Oh, thank you. So when I put my muscles at extreme lengths, I want to make sure that they're strong enough to hold that position and not just snap accidentally if I go further. So I always, when I did my weight training, it wasn't quite like, specific gym style moves. I was going a little bit beyond the range of motion, and then bringing it back. So making sure that I was able to get to that position with some weight and then bring it back, and then
very cool. Very cool. Have you noticed that your journey is different now that you've changed your eating habits and now that your body's changed? Have you noticed differences with your pole training, with your flexibility training?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, COVID is a huge dampener on everything. So my studio's been shut since March this year, and so I haven't trained pole since March. Leading up to then, I was definitely feeling that I was training much less. I was just trying to relax my nervous system and relax my body to not be in such a state of constant movement. And become more of a nurturer rather than a doer, which I was always a doer. So I definitely just took a step back and decided that I wasn't going to push myself to the limits as I used to do. And I definitely lost strength, a little bit of flexibility, but I know that my body can get there if I wish, but it's not what I need right now.
That makes sense. You're loving your body, you're taking care of it, you're
and I think that every moment in your life has an opportunity for, or has a reason for what you're doing. And and there's always, I mean, I've done bodybuilding comps, so I know that I can get abs, and I know that I can get to a weight of a bodybuilder, and then I know that I can also be anorexic. I know that I can be a little bit more fuller. I know that I can now get pregnant. So knowing that I can do all these things, or I can get to a state, like, it's all within reach. I have a choice, and it's all within reach. I just have to pick the one that I want to do now. So for now, it's about nurturing and, you know, not caring too much about how what I'm looking like. And I think it's going to be like that for a little bit. Yeah, enjoying it and just, you know, whereas before it was like, oh, I want to be, you know, fit for a competition. So that was what I was focusing on. But every chapter is different.
Yeah, definitely. Because you started out, have you always done like acrobat type stuff? Have you always done circus type stuff? Or was it something that you got into as you got older?
I had done, so growing up, I had always done some dancing classes.
Okay.
Never professionally trained and not ballet or anything like that, but I'd always danced since I was about 6 years old.
Okay.
And I loved it. I loved being on stage and dancing. It was like funk and jazz. I don't know what you call the style. And I had tried gymnastics, and I was doing gymnastics with my friends, but I hated every equipment because I was scared of heights and I didn't have any arm strength.
Wow.
And all I wanted to do was cartwheels and handstands on the floor. So I loved floor work and like the floor routines, but like I hated bars, hated everything else.
Right.
So, and then I actually played a lot of tennis. I wanted to be a tennis star at one point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was always sporty, but I was never really like acrobatically talented. Like I could do a bridge, but I wasn't anywhere near where I got to.
Wow. Okay.
And I started pole when I was 18. So I did it for, this is my 10-year anniversary. So started pole for 10 years ago.
Wow.
So
to see your journey has just been really incredible. And now you're going to be a mom. Congrats.
I know. So exciting.
Yes. And you're glowing.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. So you do a lot of poses too on Instagram where you're doing a lot of yoga and just, you know, I see you're really living in the moment, living in the present.
Yeah. So I mean, I did my yoga teacher training last year? No. Last year or the year before. And I've also always loved the practice of yoga. Like actually I haven't always loved the practice of yoga. When I first ever started, I was like, oh, this is so boring. Like I was so into dance that was really fast paced and moving all the time. And so when I got to yoga, I was like, oh, these poses are too easy. And like, I you know, I don't see the point in this. But then the more I did it and I focused on nurturing myself and knowing that it's better to slow the mind. And once I did the yoga teacher training as well and learning about the philosophy of yoga and everything like that, then it made much more sense. And I was way more like in tune with what it's meant to be rather than like just doing it for the poses. Because it's not just about the movement and the poses. You know, everyone's like, I want to get this shape. I want to do this thing. Like, but it's like, it's about just stilling the mind and being in the moment and just moving in what feels good rather than pushing to get something that you can't.
I love it. I love it. Just breathe. And I love that you said it's, I think that a lot of people lose that with not just different poses, but also in life is just trying to get to the next thing instead of just being present and just, you know, enjoying where you're at.
Of course. Yeah. It's always, the next milestone, the next thing, the next thing. But like, what about now? You know? I think I read a meme the other day and it was like, what did it say? It was like, stop measuring your day on your productivity and start measuring it on presence, like and enjoying your day rather than enjoying it because you've done all these things.
I love it. It's such a good one. Gonna have to remember that one.
Yes. I know, because like, I mean, my partner is all about doing all these things every day and he's like, oh, I feel like I haven't done anything today. I'm like, but you lived and have breathed all day and you like have had a life. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's amazing.
We forget the basics.
I love it. So what future things do you have coming up for you? I know with quarantine going on and with everything, it's kind of been put on a huge hold, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, I have no idea what the future brings right now. I think like I am actually living, and I have for a long time lived day by day. I really don't plan too much in the future, but I'm just enjoying
go with the flow.
And who knows with this lockdown how long we'll be in here. Like I don't think we'll be open for another month or so or two. So when we do open back up, probably just trying to rebuild the studio and making sure that everyone is happy again at the studio. And just seeing what family life, what a baby brings. And I know it's going to be hard work, so I'm not putting too many commitments in life.
It's nice to not put pressure on yourself and just kind of enjoy the moment, go with the flow, enjoy this journey now, the baby and your family. And I'm sure all of the studio students miss you. And I know a lot of the people in the community miss you, but love you and totally understand.
And like I mean I love dancing, so it's not like it's never gonna be there. And I own the studio, so I'll be at the studio all the time. So I definitely will keep dancing, and I hope to I hope to continue to just inspire and be present.
You do, you are. Yes. Well, was there anything else that you wanted to tell the viewers?
I don't know. I just thank you guys for following me, and I really I really appreciate everyone that has stuck by me, even like, you know, through the times that I've not been polling and things like that. I know lots of people stopped following me because maybe I wasn't doing poll stuff anymore, but I think life is more about the physical things, and and thank you guys for continuing your support. It really means a lot.
Of course, you're an amazing being, and you have so much inspiration towards others, and so many people are inspired by you. So I just have so much respect that you are sharing your journey, and I cannot believe people stop following you.
I know. My followers are like continually like going down. I'm like, I need to do more polls.
You do have a question though. We have one from Official Book Babe. What pose do you like to do for stress?
Oh, like yoga pose? Yes. I think just, I mean, really basic, just sitting cross-legged and closing down the eyes and just like focusing on the breathing. Breathing is for stress. So really just trying to bring it back to your own breath rather than the external thoughts that are creating stress. Love that. And things like lavender or chamomile oils are really good for stress. So just trying to calm the nervous system and bring it back.
I'm spraying my pillow tonight with lavender.
Yes. That's really
nice. Someone asked about their lower back aching. Is there something you would suggest to do?
Yes, my lower back used to ache all the time. I used to have a because I used to do my rainbow Marshenko on one side. It was always sore after a competition or a show or anything. So, and I used to have it just used to be painful all the time. So when I did some deadlifts at the gym, so really working on the lower back to strengthen the lower back, that was really helpful. I would take days off stretching just to relax the stretching, but strengthen the muscles in that area. So that was really helpful doing deadlifts. And I was getting some acupuncture and some massage as well. So just taking time off stretching, don't overdo it, and strengthen the muscles.
Strengthen. I love it. I'm going to do that more.
Yes.
Because I get lower back pain too sometimes. Last thing, I could talk to you forever too. It's been such an amazing day.
Oh, good.
Yes. What is it that you want to be remembered by?
Oh, I think just my 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 aura or my
I love it.
I don't know. Yeah, just my uniqueness, that I'm my openness and being able to be vulnerable.
Oh, I love it. And you are. It's so beautiful to see. So
thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the show. It was such an honor and such a pleasure. And there's so much love from you. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Kisses to your little dog.
Yes, she's here.
Bye. Love it.
She's so
I know, so cute. Bye, love.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.